Did you start off with the best intentions, got your 3 renown levels every week, then gradually those 3 became 2, and 2 became 1, and now even the thought of getting those souls from the Maw every week just seems like way too much effort and you've fallen behind? Believe me, I know that feeling all too well, so I decided to do something about it. So fear not, because I'm going to help you get back up to that renown cap. Hey there guys, and welcome to a Giraffic guide on renown catch-up. Whether you've just missed a few weeks of quests, trying to gear up an ult, already hopping between covenants, or just started the expansion a bit late, you really need to catch up on some renown levels. So this guide will explain the quickest way to get you there and what to watch out for, like the little known soft cap on renown catch-up. Firstly, a quick overview of the renown system and how it works. Renown is essentially an endgame leveling system within your covenant. Currently, the maximum renown level is 30, and after all the Covenant campaign chapters were unlocked in week 8, the maximum renown cap increases by 2 each week up to a maximum of 40 for this patch, as shown in the table here from Wowhead. Each new level you earn unlocks at least one perk for your character, which you can view by opening up the Renown Journal. Most of these perks are purely cosmetic, however scattered throughout are Soulbind Row unlocks, PvP and World Quest item level upgrades, and permanent stamina increases, so staying up to date will result in direct power gains for your character. But if that isn't motivation enough for you, Blizzard developers have mentioned that Pathfinder systems to allow the use of flying mounts in the Shadowlands will somehow be tied to Renown, and could be available as soon as 9.1. And if I were a betting man, I'd say you need to get a character to Renown 40 to unlock flying for your account. So it is absolutely worth your time grinding these levels up on at least one character. To properly explain how the catch-up system and the soft cap works, it's really important that you understand the distinction between core Renown objectives and catch-up objectives. There are 3 components that make up the core objectives of Renown leveling that many of us have been trying to stay up to date with since the Shadowlands launched. These are the weekly quest Return Lost Souls, where you need to venture to the Maw and free a number of souls. The number required increases when you hit certain benchmarks. But Dan, why does the number increase, I hear you ask? Why would they just arbitrarily double the time the quest takes as you get higher renown? Well, my friends, the lost souls you collect from these quests are actually a currency that you need to use to upgrade your sanctum, and you can only do the quest once per week, so being able to collect more is actually a good thing, I promise. Second is the weekly quest Replenish the Anima Reservoir. This was the killer for me. Your Covenant wants you to collect 1000 anima each week, which starts off nice and easy when you have these one-time dungeon quests rewarding 750 anima, but this soon becomes a slog when you're collecting 35 anima from every Mythic Plus and have no motivation to do world quests. I think I've probably been on my current Replenish quest for about 4 weeks. And the final core component is completing chapters of your Covenant campaign. Before week 8 of the expansion, each of these chapters was locked behind a weekly time gate, but luckily for you, they are now all unlocked for all characters, so if you want to do all 9 chapters right off the bat for your 9 guaranteed renown levels, knock yourself out. So in total from the core systems, there's 9 levels from the Covenant campaign, plus 2 per week from the quests that will give you these guaranteed levels. Before I go into the catch-up mechanics, it's super important for you to know about the catch-up soft cap, because it's going to stop you from gaining renown levels from any of the catch-up mechanics, and you might be wasting your time for nothing. The soft cap happens when you currently have enough core objectives available to get you to the current renown maximum level. So let's say the current maximum renown level for the week is 30. If you haven't done any of the Covenant campaign chapters, and haven't done either of this week's core weekly quests, that's 11 guaranteed levels that you technically have available to you that you could just go out and get right now. So the game won't let you get any catch-up renown levels once you reach level 19. That is therefore your soft cap. Another example, if you've done 5 chapters of the Covenant campaign and saved the lost souls for the week but haven't replenished the anima reserve, you have 5 guaranteed levels available to you right now, so your soft cap is going to be at level 25. So what are the actual catch-up mechanics? Most other content in the game has a chance to reward renown levels, and this list is in the order that I recommend you target them to see the most rewards for your time. Number 1. The most reliable is killing the weekly world boss. This, from my experience and from what I've heard from others, will always reward a catch-up renown level, but is obviously limited to 1 per week. Second is Covenant Callings. Now, not all of them offer a catch-up renown, but you can see before you even pick up the quest whether or not it has the guaranteed renown reward, so at least you can target the ones that do and not have to waste your time. With number 3, we start going into the territory of unknown drop rates, but one of the best seems to be the Torghast quest from Bolvar that rewards Soul Ash. These also have a chance to give you catch-up renown when you turn them in. Number 4 is raids. Each boss has a chance to drop a renown level on any difficulty, including LFR, and this is actually how I got most of my catch-up levels on my ult. However, it does seem to be the case that the higher the difficulty, the more likely a renown drop is, as you would expect. Number 5 is dungeons. Bosses in Mythic and Mythic Plus have a chance to drop a renown level. Apparently heroic and normal dungeons do as well if you use the random dungeon finder, but I haven't really been able to test this out. If you've got some experience with this or seen some drops from it yourself, please let me know in the comments. But again, the difficulty of content here is going to increase your chances. Also on the topic of dungeons, those 2 weekly dungeon quests from Oribos also have a chance to award you a catch-up renown level. And finally, number 6, the method that I am most skeptical about is PvP. Completing objectives in battlegrounds and arenas can award catch-up renown, but after doing a lot of BGs on my ult, I am still yet to see one. It may be that you need to be doing ranked PvP to see them drop more frequently, but otherwise not something I would recommend targeting. One thing to note with all of these catch-up mechanics is that the drop chance of a renown level seems to change dynamically with how close you get to that soft cap. Early on for fresh characters, you're likely to see really frequent drops from any of this content, which will start to diminish as you level it up. As I was saying, LFR was super beneficial to me. I remember queuing into a group at renown level 8 and getting a level up from all 3 bosses. Since then, I'm still averaging at least 1 level per run, which is much more than I'm getting from Mythic Dungeons, and because most people know the mechanics, they're getting faster and faster to complete. So basically, if you want to catch up as fast as possible, I'd prioritise smashing through that Covenant campaign. Then on a weekly basis, you want to be killing the world boss and doing the Souls and Reservoir Covenant quests. Then on a daily basis, you can be checking in for any new callings that reward renown. Following that, you can go through all of the Bolvar quests and then hit up raids on every difficulty you can manage, including LFR. If you run out of raid bosses or get sick of that, throw in some Mythic Dungeons as a last resort. I'm going to keep pumping out Shadowlands guides and hopefully very soon venture into WoW news videos and even live streams, so if you want to stay in the loop with everything Giraffic, please press that little red subscribe button down below. It really helps me out and gives me the cheesiest smile for the rest of the day. So until next time, thanks for watching, take care, and good luck with that renown farm.